Oh, what's up, YouTube? I just made this. This is going to be the second part of the video. In the first part, I was basically explaining that I experienced sleep paralysis. I really didn't see no evil demons or no aliens or any type of astral projection. I've been experiencing sleep paralysis since I was about 8 years old. And I was basically trying to explain that I take issue with the guy because he says that those who experience sleep paralysis are those people's whose fathers or grandfathers were probably Masons, or those people who have a strong interest in the occult. Um, I don't have a strong interest in the occult per se. I just have a strong interest in the truth, and I don't agree with his assessment of what the occult is. His ideal of the occult is something that is to be associated with Satanism or demonology, whereas I from what I understand, the occult only means that which is hidden. But mainly, occult, I think, is knowledge that the rest of the world does not have privy to, and it's in the hands of a few, mainly the elite, those who control the world. Now, there is a higher science from the science that you're going to be taught in your universities. The higher sciences that were practiced by our ancient ancestors is something that you don't learn in even in your prestigious universities. These are learned in mystery schools, which were in Egypt, ancient Egypt. And I sort of kind of got offended when the guy said associated with the occult with Satanism, because I look at the ancient Egyptians as being my ancestors, or being a black people, because I look at the ancient Egyptian, which is considered one of the greatest civilizations, if not the greatest. I look at them getting all their information from South Ethiopia along the Nile River Valley, coming up that way. So this occult knowledge, or that this guy is referring to, he looks at it as maybe satanic, because some people who use it, it's in the hands of some people who use it, who, should I say, misuse it for evil purposes. But I see it as being good if you want to characterize what occult knowledge is. For instance, you could say that meditation and yoga, ESP, extrasensory perception, clairvoyance, telekinesis, all of these things would be considered occult knowledge according to Christian or Western thought. But these are arts or higher sciences that come out of Egypt, practiced by my ancient ancestors. Now, I'm not saying that I practice. I don't know. I don't read tarot cards. I don't read Ouija boards. I don't practice astrology or numerology. But I'm not so quick to write all of that stuff off as being satanic or coming from the devil, particularly when my scholars, or my ancestors, my scholars, are telling me that this is something that my ancient ancestors practiced, but yet a Westerner or a European is telling me it's something from the devil. And when I say a Western or a European, I'm particularly talking about Western thought, mainly Christianity or the Bible. Because first, before there was even a Christianity, Africans had their own spirituality. So how is it that, and the Bible comes out of African spirituality. So how is it you're going to take something from the beginning, from African spirituality, and come up with your own concoction, rules and regulations, and then call your brand the good brand, and where you got it from the bad one? It makes no sense. So people took issue with it because I basically simplified it and basically said that Jesus was black and all of the prophets were black. And then I had this girl Cookie talking about, uh, first of all, she started out like, it doesn't make any difference what Jesus, you know, what color Jesus was. He died for all of us, and he died for all of our sins, and, you know, blah, blah, the simple things that Christian says. So I'm basically saying, if it doesn't make any difference, then why did they make him white? If it doesn't make any difference, why did they make him white? Not that I'm trying to make a big deal of it, but if I make a statement that Jesus is black and all of the prophets are black, don't get mad at me because you can't deal with reality. Don't get mad at me because personally, I don't care if he was a Puerto Rican. I don't care if he was Jamaican. I don't care if he was Chinese. I don't care if he was Korean. I'm not going to say I don't care if he was green because there ain't no damn green people. You know, it doesn't matter to me what color he was. I mean, it matters if he was black and if it's historically correct, which it could be proven historically, it could be proven biblically and from archaeology that he was black, then teach that he was black. If he was Puerto Rican, I'd be the first one to teach he was Puerto Rican. If he was white, I'd teach he was white. If he was white, so what? If he came and died for the whole world, then so be it. I don't care what color he is, as long as he saved my ass. But if he's black, teach that he's black, or don't get mad at people who make the statement that he was black. Why? It's mainly black people get madder than white people when a black person says that he was black. But if you get a white person that comes out on CNN or on the Oprah show and say that Jesus was white, when white people accepted, all the black shouting, foot stomping Christians would accept it. But you know, it pisses me off when people just start getting mad at me. They actually get mad and they get an attitude. And I'm not, so when I make the statement, I'm not saying it to be racist. Basically, I made the statement that I just got offended when the guy is basically saying that occult science or higher science is from Satan when it's practiced by African ancestry. Basically, you're saying that Africans are devils and white people are God. That's that's basically what you're saying. I'm a little tongue tied here. That's basically what it amounts to. Whenever you criticize Eastern thought, Eastern philosophy, or the ancient higher sciences, voodoo, or even if it's voodoo, and you say that that comes from the devil, and you present a white Jesus, you're basically saying Jesus is white, God is white, the black man's the devil. And then when anybody tries to correct you, you got black Christians, the first one that comes to the defense. It hurts them. So that's basically all I want to say. Peace.